Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm the Seven Swords, and we are back with Sarah and her new fashion statement. Um, we are currently still working our way around um, this fortress that we were walking by on our way to take care of a Silverhand leader. And we are currently trying to deal with the work. Will that switch? Oh wait. Probably did not need that much force to kill a single skeever, but I'm sticking by what I did. It deserved to die, and it deserved to die violently. Take the axe. I like how I didn't look in the barrel that had stuff, but I looked in the barrel that didn't have stuff. Ugh. Let's see. Am I in here? Hello? It's a sleeping spot. We can sleep here. I think we're going to, because we're not really all that tired. And I doubt sleeping will restore our meat. That's all they ever want. I made them some nice grilled leeks, and they threw them in my face. I told them that if they'd bring me some fish or venison, I'd cook it up, but all they ever do is waste their wages at the ring. Maybe there is a way I can get them some meat. Ugh. I say that, and yet I'm completely, even if it is what I'm thinking, like, Sarah's eventually going to go down that route anyways. Uh-oh. Ugh. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Boom. We are trying to deal with the fact that our magicka no longer regens thanks to us worshipping Magnus. We only get magicka regen when we are praying. And even though she's currently probably praying for her life, she probably isn't getting magicka back. Anything else in here? That's a lot of dog meat. I am not taking it with me. Sarah still doesn't like the idea of eating dog. She will if she has to, but she doesn't really have to right now. She has plenty of food. Arrows, gold, orcish arrows. Take all the arrows. The only time I'm not going to be taking arrows is if I'm feeling like I don't have the time or space for it. So maybe they're eating wolves? Here, I thought maybe they were eating each other. Garlic. Madmen of the Reach. Unique tactics. Just making sure we get everything useful out of this place. Was not a planned stop, but it apparently became one. That's not bad. Not as much as I would want. Back to flames. Nope. Elemental bolt. I feel like these ranged air attacks are better for me than the other one. I also need to look and see, I think we have a spell that basically transfers magicka from health to magicka, which we might be able to use in a pinch if we are fighting and need a little bit more magicka to get through the current area. While we can't always stop to pray, we could always... I don't want to risk stopping just... Wow, they have a lot of gold here. Note to self, this is a great place to come as a character to build up your bank account. Coins, 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 and more coins. Sea Dog Tricorn. Oh, it's a hat. I completely did not know what that was for like 30 seconds there. My brain was like completely just like, what? Hello, meat. Always use more mead. Personally, I've never had mead IRL, but I would love to try it. Brief History of the Empire Part 4. I think we already have that. Beggar's Prince. Pretty sure we already have that. Whoa. Following the Daedric Prince of Nymeria. Nymeria is the Lady of Decay, ruler of shadows, and patron of revolting creatures and people. Nearby foes suffer weakness to poison. Murder the innocent. Poison your weapons. Eat corpses of the dead with my ring. Be generous to beggars. I like how it's be generous to beggars. Like all of these sound terrible until you get to the last one. Like, what the flip, Nymeria? No, thank you. Currently enjoying my blessings of Magnus. Plus, I don't think these guys are innocent, so I'm not killing the innocent. I think that was because of Beggar's Price or Beggar's Prince or whatever I got. I think that reading that book had Nymeria in it, so it was like giving me the option because Sarah's discovered Nymeria. Like I said, we didn't have Nymeria as an option at the beginning, but we now have her as an option. So I think we can pick any of them. I think we just only get certain choices at the beginning, and they all seem to remain the same based on race. I have to say, the one thing that I was upset about this seems to not be the case. Because one thing I was mad about was that I was like, what if I want to be a Nord who worships Magnus, which I don't think is an option. Or what if I want to be a Breton that worships like, I don't know, Hircine or something like that. Apparently you can, you just have to find them. I wonder if the companions have a shrine to Hircine somewhere. Okay, this way. I'm getting kind of lost because this place is in shambles. It's not because of me. Don't blame me for this. Where are you? Got a little bit more ore. And a novice chest. I know I can use my spell to open these, but I also want to open them with lockpicking so I can get some lockpicking skills up. Because I do want to start working towards leveling up. Mostly because I need more level ups. I could use more points. Is this back to the room we were in before? Yes. Yes. Pretty sure this is just back where we were before. So, moving up. Nice try. Is it just me, or does anybody else get confused when they have dual wielding like this, and the right click does the right hand, the left click does the right hand, and the right click does the left hand, like it's backwards? Because every once in a while it messes me up. Well, you'll see me sometimes cast the wrong spell. All right, finally up here. Oh really? Was there a door here this whole time? Ugh. Alright. Time to deal with you guys. Goodbye. Get back here and stop wasting my magicka. I don't have a lot left. Where are you? Go away. You better die soon. I'm running out of magicka. That is definitely your fault. Have a couple of healing spells, just keep me from dying. Maybe have Akatosh set a point for me to be revived at. I think that's the other reason why she would realize that, like, the gods still have faith in her. Someone keeps reviving her every time she dies. Yeah, since I've decided that's canon. Mostly just because of the fact that I didn't want it to be like I died and was like, okay, so how do I roleplay this out? makes sense that Akatosh, being the dragon god of time, can rewind time and bring her back, and would do that because of the fact that, well, she is dragonborn and she is needed. Don't think he's gonna expect this Mirak person to help if he even exists, which we know he does, but still. So, about her whole thought process with the whole Mirak situation, she probably sees him as a threat, just because of the fact that apparently a group of his sent cultists after her, so she probably feels like he needs to be dealt with, but she probably doesn't see him as a major threat. She probably just thinks that it's some kind of false prophecy kind of thing going on, like, he's not really a dragonborn, he's not really a threat, he's not really going to be a problem. She just feels like, okay, I better go deal with him eventually. That's the reason why she's not automatically running off to Solstheim to find him. We will be going to Solstheim eventually to deal with him, just not at this current junction. I think I can't pray while my hand's out. Did I just press the Z button trying to pray? Oops. I kinda wish Magnus would make it to where if I killed anybody with my spells, I gained their soul. I get why it doesn't do that, that would be very overpowered, but that would also be very useful to me. Okay, I think I gotta go back down here to this tower to get up there. And I know there's somebody still up there, and I kinda wanna take them out. We're getting low on magicka, but we should be good for this last bit. Okay, here we go. And then they're up there. You should be fine for this last little bit. Was it really just a pit wolf? If it was really just a pit wolf, I'm going to be kind of laughing. Like, I killed everything else here. Why the heck were you still violent to me? I guess it would kind of make sense that a wolf wouldn't think about it. Adventurer's backpack. Nope. Take the barkeeper's clothes. And the merchant's clothes. Always good for looking for more outfits. Though Sarah doesn't ever wear them. I will take the axe of cowardice. What's in the chest? This must be their war chest. It's their war chest. It's a crappy war chest. Ooh, never mind. Vulcanstone. Definitely good. Especially now. The lore of Lorcan. Am I gonna get to a job to worship Lorcan? I'd love to be able to worship Lorcan. That'd be kind of funny. Especially since my theory is that every main character of the Elder Scrolls has been an incarnation of Lorcan. Which I got bad news from a friend of mine recently. I don't personally know this, so don't take this as me saying that I heard this from somewhere. My friend mentioned this. That he thinks the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be the last. That Bethesda has said that the next one will be the last one. I just want the next one to come out. If it's the last one, that's fine. I'm not going to be mad about that, but I'd like to have the next one out. I'm kind of tired of waiting. Let's get some praying in so that we can get our magicka back up. Holy crap, that's fast! I did not realize how fast that was. I wonder if you can't pray in combat. I'm like, I could literally drop down to my knees, pray, get my magicka back faster than it would normally regenerate in combat, and I could easily. There's no way. I have to test that next time. If you can do that, that's broken. We get down from here. Oh wait, I have an idea. We can just drop down to this location, which is lower. Over to here, and I can just jump down off the fort from here because we're leaving the fort now. Okay, moving on. That is insane, though. That is fast regeneration. I take back it. I was sitting here like maybe I'll have to cut out the thing. I wonder if it's affected by my enchantments, like how fast it regenerates while I'm praying. Because that would make sense. But also, make a modicum of sense of why it's so fast. Sarah's magicka regen was really fast prior to this, so being the fact that it's buffed while she's praying, and the fact that she was already a pretty fast magicka regeneration prior to that, that's always a possibility. I did want to check something to see if it's possible. Um, let's check our effects real quick, because I'm wondering, can I see resist magicka 25% from my blood? I don't think I can see it. Stamina regeneration, health regeneration, speech skill, the gift of gab. Where did I get the gift of gab from? Interesting. Follower of Magnus, follower of Magnus. Magic resistance 25, so that's 25 right there. Mask of Magic, which gives me another 38%. So let's just go 25, loud it down, 25. That's 50% resistance. That's 75% resistance. Fire and Frost. We might have a good, we might be near 100%. I don't think we're at 100% yet, but I think we're near it. I think if I throw on my blessing, my dragon skin blessing, I think that will give us 100% magicka resistance. Now, sadly, it's not magicka absorption, because that would be really nice. We could go get the Archronox stone. That would be useful. That's tempting. Go get the Archronox stone and raise our magicka resistance as high as possible. Make ourselves completely resistant to magicka. It technically wouldn't matter too much with fighting most things, but like dragons. So let's go ahead and do this bear. Oh, right. Field dressing. We're gonna do this bear because it kind of threw itself at us. Maybe Hircine is trying to say we need to do some more hunting. Sorry, Hircine. We'll try to get some in. The only reason why I'm not doing a lot of hunting right now is because it's not really on our list of dockets. Although then again, we are currently in the middle of doing a Hircine style quest because we're helping the Cammanians hunt down werewolf hunters. Kind of interesting that my plan here is to go from hunting werewolf hunters to helping vampire hunters. Because dealing with the vampire menace is probably getting on Sarah's thought process. There's definitely no other reason why I want to go do that quest next. That is on my docket. Things to do. Looks like our friends are still here, which I'm still confused by these guys, because like, okay, you guys, I cleared the place out. Go live in it and stop letting the Silver Hand take over. Ridiculous. Shouldn't have to tell you guys this. Now the question is, do we want to do beast form this? Ankano's ring gives us destruction spells cost less. I'm gonna go ahead and put on our Ring of Piercing. I'm going to go ahead and give us... We're going to go ahead and equip the beast form, because I think we're going to do the beast form with this. It does mean we're going to have to end up trying to uncast it once we get inside and get it blocked by something annoyingly, but that's fine.
Hear something? Time to end this little game. I've had enough of you.
Hi guys. A little freeze moment when we do our werewolf animation for some reason. Love a challenge? Good, because I'm about to give you one. Goodbye. No, not over there by the edge. Yay, wolf pug. Let's see what we're gonna do with increasing our damage even more. Very tempting. No. Yeah, we're gonna just increase our damage even higher and make us just absolutely devastating. Probably not going to actually make this devastating, but meh. Again, this is more of just dealing with the silver hand so that we can finish this quest line. Ooh, I see a shrine nearby. I should probably go check that one out after we're done here. Although with how powerful Magnus is showing us to be, maybe. We might stick with this. Alright, time to head inside. Please let me get inside. Thank you. No bars, no problems. Just let me go through this place and eat everybody.
Never should have come here.
Where'd you
Can't
go?
hide from me.
I should be able to become a werewolf again after this. Directly after this because of Hirsing's ring. Kind of wish I could have found Hirsing's. I'm gonna end up finding out that like Hirsing gives you like a lot of favor for killing Silverhand. I'm gonna have wished I could have found it before this quest line.
Someone had to die.
Yeah, someone has to die, and it's gonna be you for your singing. Literally, I'm not even killing you because the fact that you're part of this quest. I'm gonna kill you because you're singing. The one singing.
This is a surprise.
Ow. I don't think my magical resistance is high enough for you right now. Go away. Also, yum. My magicka is at 0. Oh, I didn't think about that, but lightning spells are going to be devastating to me because they're going to drain my magicka. That's fine. He has no magicka right now. I wonder if magicka is used for like a werewolf, is like used for like a werewolf roaring or stuff like that. Alright, let's head upstairs and see if we can find the leader.
Is someone time to end this little game?
Or more lunch. Gotcha.
Is someone there?
There's the leader. Alright, we'll go back in just a second. First, lunch. Kinda wanna now leave, but kinda wanna be able to loot. Yeah, there's some books here and some interesting stuff, so we're gonna be hanging out for a little bit. I'll see you guys when we transform back into human. There we go. Now we have transformed back into human. Now we can loot this place and be gone from here. I'm not going to go through the entire place. I'd have left you guys. I'd have left it paused if that was the case. I'm just going to grab some of the stuff that's in this particular area. Courage, coin bag. Enters elixir. Nice. Should have had that back when I was doing my enchanting earlier. Necklace, volume, vigorous health. I'm not going to enchant anything, I'm just going to disenchant. If I can. Nope, can't. How are we looking for carry weight? 377. Still got a little bit of carry weight left before we hit our maximum. Wardrobe. Well, anything interesting in this wardrobe? No. Hunter's backpack. Not useful. Not for Sarah, at least. Probably could switch out for a hunter's backpack when she's going out hunting, but I don't think she's going to dedicate time to hunting enough for that. Not to mention, she'll probably just use magic. And a bow. Archery, gold, and more magic emotion. I was going to meditate for my magicka, and I just realized my magicka is back at max again for some reason. Maybe I have a less magicka as a werewolf, and that's what's going on there. There is a shrine in that direction. I went out of here, but apparently we have to walk back. I will bring you guys back when we are outside. Alright. Now we're back outside. Killed all these guys. And I want to go check out that shrine, just to figure out what it is. We cleared this place again. No, not a big deal to those guys. I hope they're not part of the Silver Hand. That'd be kind of funny. Find out they're actually part of the Silver Hand and I just killed off all their people. That'd be hilarious, actually. I doubt it's the case, but that'd be kind of funny. What is this? Statue of Xerexius discovered. Interesting. Activate Shrine of Xerexius. Not entirely sure who you are, but we'll drop a blessing. Oh, this is the additional skill books. No. What is what's his blessing do? We can still get the blessing of the other goddesses, of the other gods and goddesses. We just can't be their follower. You can only be the follower of a single one. Where is it? Blessing of Xerexius. Fortify scrolls. Scrolls are 15% more effective. That's not exactly great. I don't use scrolls very often anyways. There was a point where Sarah thought she was going to use scrolls a lot. Now we have to head back to Dragon's Reach. I'm tempted to head through this area just to see if we can find anything interesting in it. We could just teleport back up to the College of Winterhold again, and then travel through the College of Winterhold through to, you can then travel through the College of Winterhold to get through back to, travel to the College of Winterhold to get back home, back to, Whiterun. I don't feel like doing that at the moment, and we're currently still good for weight, so I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, but that'll be what we'll do if we get close to our weight cap. There's Mike again.
Maik has heard the people of Skyrim are better looking than the ones in Cyrodiil. He has no opinion on the matter. All people are beautiful to him.
Oh, that's nice.
Something strange happens to Khajiit when they arrive in Skyrim.
What's that?
Why do soldiers bother with target practice? One learns best by hitting real people.
Yes, that makes sense. I love Mike. He seems like such a weird character, but he seems like he's such a familiar face in Skyrim for me. Let's see. Iverstead, Windhelm, Whiterun, Riften, Iverstead, Helgen. Windhelm is this way, so we'll go this way. Like I said, we could travel. There's another shrine. We're gonna go check out that one. We're gonna end up giving a lot of gold to these gods and goddesses just to figure out what they do, which I find is annoying, but it is part of survival mode. I don't want to attack the bear because I feel like the splash damage will hit them and they'll blame me. He's not handcuffed anymore, he's now free. Whatever. Not gonna fight the Imperials. She does have a sour taste in her mouth for the Imperials right now, just because she feels like they are doing the wrong thing. But she's not going to fight them outright because she does support the Empire, just not with their current choices as the Thalmor goes. Let's see. Go to the island near the edge of the lake. Look where a great tree once stood. That is where I buried it. Interesting. Money. I already see where he's talking about. Nope, no chest. No items in the chest. There's what he's talking about right there. Is that a person? Oh, hello. Are you being hostile? Yes, you is.
Do your worst.
I was definitely going to leave you guys alone. You're the ones who decided to turn this into a war. Take the steel sword. Or go get our sky steel sword from home. It's actually a tempting thought process. So what did they die for? What was so important to die for? A bunch of golden ingots, dear Lord. Your lives were wasted, and I hope you understand that. Shrine is in this direction, and there's a fort in this direction. We will be heading for both. I go to the shrine first. If it's a shrine that I know of, like if it's a god or goddess that I know of, oh. Or if it's the same exact god or goddess. Oh no, this is Pianist. I know who this one is. I remember his effects from early on. I'm not going to take any of the items from the shrines because Sarah, while she's not going to be worshipping all of them, she does respect most of the divine. She won't be stealing from their altars all that often. It'll have to be something that is either really good or me forgetting that she's not supposed to be doing that for her to do that. And some wine or gold is not going to be that high up on the list for me when I remember. Hi. Decent day? Are you not hostile?
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
Something like that. Wow, that was a nice surprise. I was expecting to get up here and have to fight. Guard. Oh, I thought that was his name. They're guards. Guards of what? Anything interesting in the chest? There's gold in here. I'm gonna take it. There's gold in here. I will warn you guys, I'm not gonna, like I said before, she's morally gray at best. She's not gonna steal from the shrines. She will steal from people.
Need something?
Nope. I already got everything I need from you guys. Just collecting the daily tax for living in my universe. Probably the worst way to have put that. There's a cave in that direction, apparently. Now we're getting into the lowlands at that point. Tempting to head into the lowlands. Might as well. We currently have lost the trail, as far as I can tell. Are you another guard?
This better be good.
Oh, they seem like they're pretty chill, all things considered. I would have thought them be enemies, but nope. Turns out not everybody you run into who in this world is a bandit. She will have a tendency to, if they don't attack her, she's not going to attack them. Windhelm, Whiterun is that way. What? You're crazy. It's gotta be to the left. Can't imagine what going right being faster to get there. No. We're making our own decision here and we're going this way. We end up in Windhelm anyways. I'm gonna get to Whiterun from Windhelm. Be the fastest route, but I'm also not gonna follow street signs when I'm like, I could easily get there because I'm gonna end up going cross country anyways. Not to mention, I want to go to this cave. Might go into the cave. Yeah, we're gonna go into the cave. Go into the cave. Snap Leg Cave Gorge. Or cave, cavern. Something like that. Hello. Air in here is warm. The air in here inviting. No skeever. Doesn't look like I can, but I bet you that's where we come out when we're finished with this place. I could teleport up there, but might as well not. Teleport up there and do the dungeon backwards. Spider! Have I done this cave before? Maybe it just looks like another cave. I'm immune to magicka. The worst you guys are doing is with the electricity. You guys are damaging my magicka resist. You're damaging my magicka, which is annoying. Don't do that. Pod. I wonder if I'm gonna find a shrine that's eventually for like the Forsworn. I know I say that, and these guys and these ladies aren't part of the Forsworn. I'm aware. I'm aware that not all witches are Forsworn, and not all Forsworn are witches. But the two do meld together sometimes. That's what made me think about it. Not bad. Annoying. Oh, a petty soul gem. I'm not gonna bother disposing of the spider corpses in here because of the fact that it's not in the actual world, so it's not gonna cause as much of a problem if they're just kind of poking around. At least I don't think they will, and I'm just going to assume that I'm correct. Yeah, I feel like I've done this before. I probably did it with a different character. Oh god! Big frostbite spider. What's in here? Gold! Useful. One mod I saw recently that I thought was interesting was one that makes it to where you can turn into a dragon. The only thing I didn't like about it was that partway through it, it turns you into a half dragon. And I was like, I don't want to be a half dragon. I just want to be able to transform into a dragon. I think that'd be cool. Oh, no. No. That elk has probably been here for days. I ain't touching the darn thing. Breathing water. Interesting. Butterfish. Yeah, I know this cave because I've done this before. Because I was like, yeah, let's free the I might have been in this cave before. I say you're not hostile to me, are you? Okay, good. I was like, I will destroy you. Maybe a being of nature and someone that I'm pretty sure is part of Kinnereth's domain, even though I still have not looked that up. I'm just going to continue to assume it and believe it until somebody proves me wrong. Somebody makes me think otherwise. Vogue. Is that the same Spriggan? Or is it two different Spriggans? Nope, it looks like it's the same Spriggan. Now she's off to try and figure out if I let any of these dastardly witches live. That or she's trying to leave. Oh. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered if I came through here anyways. Because that's would have been blocked off and I wouldn't have been able to go very far anyways. Good to know. And we out. How are we doing with carry weight? 9 weight left. We're gonna keep going. 9 will get us pretty far. Hopefully it gets us to Windhelm. Oh. It is getting late. 9 p.m. Probably should start looking into, I don't know, making camp. Probably gonna do that in a little bit. I know we've prayed today because we had to pray to get magicka. We had to get our magicka up that a while ago. We'll pray in the morning as well. We are not going to do any magic practice tonight. I know I said I was going to do it twice a day. truth be told, I don't feel like it's going to be something I'm going to do that often. We might call it quits here in a few minutes. Gotcha. I'm looking for a place to camp, though. Find a place to camp, maybe eat some food, drink some mead, sleep, wake up in the morning, pray, end the episode. Unless we end up in the episode before that because, timing. Go. This little nook over here might be the perfect location. Oh, hi guys. Is this a fresh kill? It seems relatively fresh. First we're going to do the ribbit. The ribbit. And then we'll deal with the elk. Meat. Did we have... There was something I did want to check. I don't think we have the option to do it, so I don't think we can. I wanted to I wanted to deal with camping. No. 30 minutes gathering dead wood branches from nearby. Okay, fine. Drop dead wood. 5 pieces of dead wood. Drop dead wood again. 3 pieces of dead wood. Should be more than enough. That's 8 pieces of dead wood. I hope that's enough. Build campfire. Is it right here? Here. Use light magic. Did I make it any bigger? Wow, that's just bear meat. Interesting. A lot of food options I did not realize. I need 2 more dead wood to make it a roaring fire. Okay, that's fine. 5 hours remaining. That's fine. Place the cooking pot. Get our camp set up. We are finishing up, so if you guys want to leave because you guys don't want to watch me set up camp, that's fine. There we go. Let's move it there. Place there. We will pray before we go to sleep. We're overweight by 3. Is that because of the... I'm guessing that's probably because of the dead wood we're carrying. Yes. It's the dead wood by the fire. Fire. Not the campfire. Want to use the cooking pot. Pot. Use. Mead brazen bear. It's tempting. Seared fat. Seared rabbit. We're gonna make the seared rabbit. And yeah, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make the brazen bear. That'll consolidate some of our weight and give us something to eat in the future. We're also gonna sear the fat. Probably eat that in the morning, or maybe eat that before bed. Let's get something to eat. No, cancel the placement of that. Re-equip pray, and then let's also, before we pray, we'll eat, and then we'll pray, we'll drink, and then we'll go to sleep. I will see you guys in the next episode and in the morning. So see you guys in the next one.